Hi, it's Dawn here at Stickleton, and thank you very much for tuning in to another one of our videos here at our smallholding in Wales. Let me see what's been happening in the past. It's been a fortnight, I think, since I've done a proper updated video. Shush! Little dog. I'm looking after my grandson's dog. Quiet. You're going to speak on the camera, quiet. Oh! You're not going on the zombie. Ah, here it is. This is Brooke. Little Brooke. Yes, I know, Poppy. That's ever so jealous. There we go. Right, down you go. So it's been about a fortnight, and there's been a lot going on, sort of good and bad and sort of pretty indifferent. Past week we've had absolutely gorgeous weather, so I've been outside a lot. We've taken delivery of our winter feed. For the buffalo. That sounds like Paige. So we've taken delivery of that. We've been getting fences repaired. Buffalo broke through into next door's woodland, and we did a temporary repair because finances have been tight. So we did a temporary repair, but that meant, of course, their horses broke out of their woodland area into our buffalo field. So we just have to bite the bullet and do a proper repair of the fence. We did take the dogs off down to the beach. We took them down. We had Paige at the vet the other day. She'd caught her eye on some brambles, we think, and her eye was becoming all watery and closed up and looking white. So we took her down the vet, and that was another £160 bill for that, for some drops and antibiotics and anti-inflammatories. The dogs aren't insured. The two older ones, it would cost too much to insure them when they came to us. So yeah, at the end of that day we did take them down the beach and they had a bit of a run. I managed to get out on my bike. It's been quite good. I've been potting up plants in the polytunnel. I'm in the polytunnel, catching up on jobs. Wanting to get these lupins. As you can see, they're ready to be potted up. So I want to get them potted up. Some of these will be put out and about around the garden, around the farm shop. Others will be taken to farmers markets. Get ahead, get them potted up, and then they'll, next spring they'll be ready to go. I've also got a tray of hollyhocks there, and I've got, what else have I got coming up? Some delphiniums. I'm wanting to get around the garden and get some cuttings taken of things as well. It's just lots of end of summer jobs. I've got to look up to see what other seeds I can get on the go as well. And I've got plants that I'm not going to lose this winter. I'll be coming indoors. And something I've got to show you while I'm here. Look, at last, it's growing. This is my ginger. I bought an edible ginger chunk right at the very beginning of the year. And I've been nurturing this on, and it didn't show any sign of growth whatsoever, and I was about to give up with it when I spotted this starting to grow. And just here there's another piece starting to grow, so this is definitely coming indoors this winter. And my stevia, that I'm going to take some cuttings off, but the stevia will be coming indoors as well. I want to try and keep going as much as possible plants, and so I'm not sort of constantly buying them in. And I'm really, really pleased with the ginger. And the ginger that I thought I'd lost in the polytunnel, the tropical polytunnel, the other day I spotted that one sprouting as well. So I think I'm going to dig him up and put him in a pot. That's what I'm going to do. I've got to get in there and move all the strawberries anyway. Like I said on my last video, I'm going to move them right down the citrus bed. And lots to do, lots of plans to do. I'm not going to go around the polytunnel on this video because there's not really much different from the last. I'm waiting for some fruit trees to arrive. Whether they'll come to much or not, I don't know. They were a special offer. Is it 4 or 5 cold storage fruit trees for £9.99? And I ordered 2 lots. They're supposed to be pillar ones to grow in patio pots. So I'm going to pot all those up and to see if they sort of come to anything, and I shall keep them in pots. I'm not planning on planting them out anywhere. Right, I'm going to carry on with my little plants here, and I'll catch up with you later. As well as Paige with her eye, we've got Mia, who's our other oldie. I'll let me take the camera around. I think they're all lying in their bed. Paige is there. I'm going to say hello, Paige. Where's Poppy? Poppy is perfectly fine. And Mia is lurking around somewhere. There she is. I don't know if you can see, but just there. Where am I? Right. Just there underneath her belly. Mia's got quite a large swelling come up. She'd been to the vet. We did take her to the vet, and they said it's nothing. They don't think it's anything suspicious because it didn't feel attached to anything. But and just to keep an eye on it. But over the past couple of weeks, it's grown considerably, and it now affects her sitting down. It's if you touch it, she'll yelp. So we've got to get her booked in. Shush, Brooke. Go on, lie down. We've got to get her booked in to have the lump removed and have it looked at properly. And the vet bill for that is going to be about £1,200. Yeah, so it's just an expensive time at the moment with various bills coming in. Our business has taken a bit of a hit. 2 companies who owed us substantial amounts of money have gone under, leaving us high and dry, so which means Martin's having to go back out and do the scaffolding. So, and I'm back doing workshops, trying to earn money, craft fairs, trying to earn money, because we still have a small holding to keep going. We still have animals to take care of. And if any of you would like to buy us a cup of coffee to help out, you'll always buy a bale of hay or something for the goats. The link is down below. Anyway, as bad as things are, and as tight as things are financially, we've got plenty of logs in for winter. We'll be okay there. We've got plenty of food in, more than enough. We've got all these winter bales in for the buffalo, so we've got all them in. So we're actually not in too bad a position. It just means we've had to tighten the belt, and of course with the dog's vet bills on top of it, it doesn't help, but there we go. Such is life. Anyway, here I am in the kitchen this morning, and I'm doing a blackberry vinegar recipe. I'll pop the details down below as well. It's a very quick one to do, and I quite like vinaigrettes, sort of on salads and everything, and we are still eating a lot of salad. So, whoops, blackberries, and of course, hence why, as you saw going through, all the building work's on hold now. We just haven't got the finances to continue with it at the moment, so it's just going to have to wait. Right, blackberries, we've got those. Picked them from the bushes at the end of the garden, so they've all been cleaned and picked through and everything else. So they're going, I'm going to use one of these jars. going to go in there, and it's just an equal quantity of weight blackberries to apple cider vinegar. Now it says an apple cider vinegar or a white wine vinegar. I'm doing apple cider vinegar because that's what I've got in the cupboard. And I've got 280 grams of blackberries there. That one's got a stalk on it. I've got quite a few things planned in the kitchen today. I've got some more sausage making to do. The dogs will find that one. Of the spicy lamb sausages, we did enjoy the ones I did on sticks. Right, I think I've over-calculated. I thought I'd have a go at doing Merguez sausages. They're done with lamb. Well, I've used mutton, and I've put them onto kebab sticks. It's a Moroccan flavour seasoning, so it all gets mixed up. The measurements were 33 grams of seasoning, 50 mils of water to 1 kilo of minced lamb or mutton. That's what I've done. But it's made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Got 12 of those. There's only 2 of us. I can't refreeze them like this because they've already been frozen. So I'm going to have to cook them all and freeze some cooked. If we like them, then I'm going to pull out the rest of the mutton that we've got and make up a big batch. And even if I do, have to cook them up and refreeze them cooked, it doesn't make any difference. So that's what I'm up to this evening. So I'm just about to put the grill on, start cooking these up, and then we can see what they taste like. So I'm making up a bigger batch today, but I'm going to do them as sausages. Right, that's the blackberries in there, so we've now got to add, I thought there was one open. So we want the same quantity of weight in vinegar. And that's just all left to steep together. And that's all there is to it. Right. So we're going to leave that to steep together for 7 to 10 days, and then it's going to be strained, and that's when we do the bit with the sugar and turn it into a nice vinaigrette. So we'll come back to that in about a week's time. So that's that one done. So what else have I got planned for today? I'm going to, I've got the meat defrosted there to make the sausages up. I've found a recipe to do, bruschetta in a jar, which is canned. So I'm going to have a go at doing that because we've still got quite a big glut of tomatoes. I've got another batch of courgettes I picked this morning, so I'm going to get them grated up next, and they'll go into the freezer in portions. So I'm going to put that away. Oh, and before I forget, right, here in the pantry I've got some mead on the go. So it's just honey, water and yeast nutrient. Started it a few days ago. So, and it was really going quite mad to start with, as you can see. It's starting to slow down. I think it's probably coming up to a week now, actually, maybe 5 days. So that is starting to slow down, but it's got another couple of weeks until it will finish fermenting, and then I can do the next stage of it. And the only reason I'm doing it is I've got 2 buckets there of honey. So yeah, so getting that done out of the way as well. What are you doing in here, little dog? Come on, out we go, out we go, out we go. Right, that's the courgettes all grated up. So now I've just got to get them into their bag, portion that. I like to put the bag in the scales, helps to keep things a bit cleaner. Let's take the grater off. There we go. And as you find, 150 grams, most recipes call for about, well, the recipes I use, which is for the spicy fritters, will be about 150. The courgette loaves are about 150. Oi! So everything's portioned up and in the freezer at roughly that weight. Then it's ready for you to use. And of course, with finances being tight, we are using everything we can, and anything we're not using, any surplus veg, is going at the end of the drive for sales. And this is one of the things we prep for, you know, when life throws you at a curveball. So, you know, things will, well, we can hope that things will get better. A bit too much in that one, but there we go. Another thing I got done this past week was I had half a roll of landscape fabric there, so I started putting that down outside my cabin because I'm fed up of going down there and getting soaking wet feet and walking through mud to get into the cabin. So I decided that I'm going to put landscape fabric down, and as and when funds will allow, we can do some hard landscaping down there. And we had a tin of preservative, or 1.5 tins of wood preservative sitting there in the barrel, which was bought last year when somebody who Martin did some work in their field for them, topping it, etc. And in return, rather than take payment, in return they were supposed to have come and painted the cabin. But they never did. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Wales, and I'm down the garden, and my poor weather-beaten cabin is getting a coat of preservative to smarten it all up. So I'm just making a start on this front side. You can see where it's all weather-beaten around the door, etc. And the other thing that's happening down here is landscape fabric. Let me turn around and show you. I'm so fed up of coming down to the cabin when it's been raining and it's just a sea of mud. And the grass is up around your ankles, you end up with soaking wet feet. So this area is all going to become hard landscaping, and that's going to be one of my projects for this winter, as well as getting my cabin all preserved again. Yeah, all of this has got to become hard landscaping. Yeah, so there we go. Right, so I'm going to crack on with my trusty brush here and get some more of this preservative on before the end of the day. I didn't come and do it, so yeah, so I've been getting that done this week. Keep on myself. Like I said to Martin, that's the last time we do any jobs for people in return for them doing jobs for us, because they do just take advantage of the situation. And oh, there's the wrong pad. Yeah, so that's not that's not happening anymore. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bags, all grated up, ready for adding to stir fries or courgette loaf or chocolate courgette loaf or spicy courgette fritters. Yeah. Right, while I wind up this video, I've got the water bath canner on the stove heating up, and I'm just canning up a few jars of, this is a coleslaw mix that we had for dinner last night, and I've got 3 jars of it left. So I'm just prepping those now to go in the canner. And got the brine all made. So I'm just going to divide that between the 3 jars. I'm actually doing a canning demo next Friday. Next Friday here for the ladies in some of the groups that I run. And one of the things that we're going to be doing is coleslaw mix. This I find is an excellent winter staple to have in the pantry, and it's something we'll use with most meals. I'm not a lover myself of cooked cabbage. Excuse that noise, that's the washing machine going. I've got the dog's beds in there being cleaned. I'm not a lover myself of cooked cabbage, but I will eat cabbage like this. I will eat it, you know, in a coleslaw mix, and with this it's just a case of drain it and I mix it with some mayonnaise. We've got a fair few jars now of coleslaw mix on the shelf. So I'm just going to put a bit of water. So that batch I do next Friday, that will probably be the last batch that I do this year. So, and this one has got red cabbage, white cabbage, carrots and red onion in it. And the brine is just cider vinegar,
celery seed and mustard seed. Right, so they're going to go in the canner, well, in the water bath. I've only got the 3 jars. And then once that comes to a rolling boil, then it's just 10 minutes and then that'll be then done. So I'm going to wind up my video there. I've still got the bruschetta to do, but I'm going to do that this afternoon because I want to do it on a separate video. I did put up a small video on the Instant Pot Pro the other day. I've got another video yet to get uploaded on the Instant Pot Duo. And I also did put up a video of my little cycling trip that I was really proud of. So that's about it for this week. Thank you very much for tuning in, and don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and if you do want to buy us a coffee, you'll find the link down below, and I'll put up some details of the Blackberry Vinaigrette as well. So take care everybody, and I'll catch up with you again soon.